You're watching FISCalTv.
Good afternoon and welcome to FISCalTv. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jim Caselli. On today's show, we have some FISCal Learning Center updates, a new FLC commercial, SCO's Ted Lambert has some SARD division updates, and we have a quick reminder about FISCal's annual department survey. And Chief Deputy Director Subbarao Muppuaraju will be with us. Let's get started with some new and updated training content that's recently been added to the FISCal Learning Center. And once again, I have some good news and some more good news regarding job aids. The good news is that over 50 job aids have recently been updated. The more good news is that I'm not going to read them all to you right now. You can find a list of the updated job aids in an email that was sent on Friday, January the 12th. You can also log into the FISCal Learning Center at the address on your screen and check on the See What's New tile to see the list of updated job aids. Online classes. AM performing a cost transfer intra-unit transfer has been updated. AM performing an asset reinstatement has been updated. AM performing an asset retirement, donation, and scrap salvage universal waste is new. AM performing an asset retirement sale is new. LD adjusting a personal activity sheet has been updated. LM running the lease liability payment schedule report has been updated. LM running the managed transaction generator has been updated. PC adding an activity to a project has been updated. Creating a fund distribution for a project has been updated. Creating a project has been updated. Creating a rate set for specific analysis types billable transactions has been updated. Modifying the status of a project has been updated. Running the project listing report has been updated. And viewing purchase orders at the activity ID level has been updated. Curriculum. Lease financed purchase contracts has been updated. Videos. FISCalTv episode 50, November-December 2023 is new. Thank you for a great year is new. Link and login information. You can access the FISCal Learning Center at the address on your screen. The FLC is limited to authorized users, so please log in using your FISCal credentials. If you have any questions, please contact the FISCal Client Training section at FISCal Learning Center at fiscal.ca.gov. The FLC has a new commercial for us, and here it is.
My resolutions for 2024. First, get into shape. Cook at home more. Learn more about FISCal. At the start of each month, the FLC sends the monthly Roundup newsletter to all FISCal users. It provides direct links to launch new and updated job aids, entire curriculums, online classes, videos, and more. So, if you want to improve your FISCal skills in 2024, be sure to check your inbox every month for the latest training content and updates.
Thanks to the FLC for that, and you can watch this commercial again when we post this episode of FISCalTv to our YouTube channel in a couple of days. SCO's Ted Lambert is here with some SARD news. Ted, thanks for joining us on our first FISCal episode of 2024. I hear you have some updates for us from the State Accounting and Reporting Division at the SCO.
Happy New Year, Jim. It's great to join you again to talk about our progress in SARD and with our partners in state government. Today I have some updates that I think departments will find useful as we've entered the second half of the fiscal year. First off, year-end cutoff dates. Each year, SCO notifies all state agencies, boards, commissions, and departments of fiscal year-end deadlines needed to close our books. We anticipate we'll have the cutoff dates very soon. Along with the cutoff dates, SCO also sends a letter to departments, typically in the spring, outlining the specific deadlines and guidance on things like reverting appropriations, claim schedules and fiscal vouchers, remittance advice, June expenditures, transaction requests and architectural revolving fund forms, clearing accounts, cash remaining in a reverting federal trust fund, special deposit fund accounts due to expire, and special legislation items repealed or reverted. Also cutoff dates for paper transaction requests and AR payments requiring manual review from FISCal departments. Again, we'll have those cutoff dates soon, and we look forward to sharing the guidance with our department partners.
That's great news, and I bet departments across the board appreciate the time that gives them to plan. You also have another big goal you're working on related to the Book of Record.
That's a major goal for us at the SCO. July 1st, 2026 is our deadline to produce the state's accounting Book of Record for statewide reconciliation, transaction processing, and year-end close process in FISCal. This is an aggressive schedule, and this month we've started the more intensive sprints to meet our deadline. I want to thank our partners at FISCal for their collaboration and support as we work toward this important goal. Thanks again, Jim. With that, I'll turn it back to you.
Ted, thanks again for being with us, and we look forward to seeing you on our next episode. Department liaisons were sent an email with a link to FISCal's annual department survey on December 27th. This is a quick reminder that survey responses are due by close of business on Wednesday, January 31st. If you have any questions regarding the survey, please contact FISCal's Client Communications Unit at fiscal.cmo@fiscal.ca.gov. I recently sat down with FISCal's Chief Deputy Director, Subbarao Muppuaraju. Here's our conversation. Subbarao, thank you so much for being with us today. In 2023, FISCal achieved some significant milestones. Before we get to those, can you remind us of the significance of Assembly 156, which was signed into law on September of 2022, and how that law has shaped our plans and goals?
Thank you very much for having me here. Well, interesting. You brought AB 156, Assembly Bill 156 again. It's a significant achievement from a fiscal point of view, because with Assembly Bill 156, legislature deemed that the fiscal project achieved its objective and the project portion of FISCal has been completed. In addition to that, legislature also recognized that this is a living system and we need to continue to invest time into evolving this system to meet the financial business processes of the state and continue to innovate and transform state's financial business processes. AB 156 set us a roadmap for us in various categories. Technology, maturity, and protecting and securing the financial data of the state is an important roadmap category within AB 156. Onboarding deferred departments, working with our partners and continuing to implement enhancements or interfaces to partner initiatives. And of course, working with Controller's Office and assisting them migrate the state's accounting book of record over to the FISCal system is another important area. So with that, with Assembly Bill 156 and various categories of roadmap items, we have clarity, our entire department and staff have clarity on what type of efforts that we should be undertaking, what type of innovative solutions we should be undertaking. And that allowed us to define a portfolio. And we, as you know, we are working on a portfolio we defined for 18 months starting last calendar year. And we extended that roadmap now to cover the portfolio projects that we are undertaking for the next 3 fiscal years. We will repeat the process until we have fully built roadmap for the next 10 years. Well, I shouldn't say next 10 years, 10 years starting 2022 until 2032.
And I understand that there were 121 enhancements in 2023. Can you define what an enhancement is and tell us about the enhancement process? And are there any 2023 enhancements that you would like to highlight for our audience today?
As I mentioned earlier, legislature recognized that this FISCal system is a living system and it has to be continuously evolve to meet as well as innovate states' financial business processes. So our department continuously undertakes enhancements. Enhancements are improvements to the system functionality. An enhancement could be an additional report that one of our customer departments would like, or it could be some configuration that will help our customers improve their month-end close and year-end close processes, or an enhancement could be to comply with an assembly bill. For example, Assembly Bill 2974, which required us to capture small business DBBE participation on certain type of federally funded projects. These enhancements originate from our customer departments, our partners, our own staff, and they have innovative ideas to make the system better and help our customers. So we undertake these enhancements. And last year we did great. We deployed almost 10 enhancements a month. We have been doing this over the past 3 years, and we are continuing to enhance the system. Just this morning, I talked to our team, and they have 33 enhancements planned for this first quarter of calendar year 2024. I think we are continuing to progress at the same pace and better, even though we have quite a few roadmap projects, portfolio projects, and departmental onboarding activities going on.
Subbarao, a couple of months ago, we had Jennifer Benson, FISCal's Chief Information Security Officer, on the show to discuss cybersecurity. I believe it was Cybersecurity Month, actually. And I know it's a top priority for FISCal. How did that improve in 2023?
Yes, of course, cybersecurity is one of our top priorities at Department of FISCal. In 2023, we have achieved some significant milestones to improve our cybersecurity posture. The most recent assessment, independent security assessment by the California Military Department, gave us a score which I cannot share publicly, but the score is one of the top scores within the state, and it shows improvement from the previous assessment. So we're continuing to improve our security posture. And also, Department of Technology conducted an independent security program audit where they look at our policies, our plan of action and milestones, and they provide a cyber security maturity score. And I'm happy with the maturity score that we received. It's one of the highest from what we heard from the Department of Technology in the state. We are continuing to undertake improvements to our security posture, continuing to close the gaps with the Governor's Cal Secure Plan. And we, of course, implemented a disaster recovery solution in Amazon Web Services Cloud. we are continuing to make significant improvements. Most recently, about a month ago, I think the only high-risk item that was left in our plan of action and milestones was closed out. So I'm very pleased with that progress in cybersecurity posture.
And a big task for FISCal right now is onboarding deferred departments. Can you share a little information about that?
Yeah, certainly. When the FISCal project started originally, some departments, mainly some large state departments, they had their own accounting systems, or they were in the process of implementing their own accounting systems. So the Department of FISCal and the sponsors and the partners decided that the departments that have their own accounting systems can come over to the FISCal system when their systems, well, really the technology is supporting those systems, reach end of support. There are 10 departments like that are deferred. They are not using the FISCal system because they have their own accounting systems. We are working with those departments to onboard them onto the FISCal system, or in some cases we may be interfacing from their systems to the FISCal system if that provides best value to the state. Currently, we are working with Department of Technology and Department of Rehabilitation. Our target is to onboard them by July 1 this year. We are on track. We worked extensively with Department of Technology, identified, I believe, 142 gaps or requirements that they needed to make the FISCal system effective for them, and we provided solutions for all those gaps, and we are actively implementing configurations or in some cases minor programming changes to the FISCal system. So we are on target to onboard them by July 1, 2024. And Department of Rehabilitation is also on track. And at the same time, we started working with Department of Transportation. They are very large and they have very mature accounting system. We have great collaboration going on with them. We identified some critical features they need in the FISCal system. We are providing solutions to Department of Transportation. So far, I believe 14 out of 18 critical solutions have been approved by Department of Transportation. We'll continue to work with them to identify any other gaps. The target for onboarding Department of Transportation is July 2026. Meanwhile, we reached out to the other 7 departments. We are working with them. We are working to understand their business processes, their technology systems, and are in the process of identifying the fit gap between their systems and their business processes and the FISCal system. In a couple of cases, the fit gap analysis has been completed. We are creating a final report. We are actively working with other departments.
I know it's a lot of work. Now, the governor signed AB 127 into law in July. Tell us about what that means for FISCal and our customers.
Yeah, AB 127 is also a very significant milestone for us. AB 127 set a date, well, actually December 2023, for the Controller's Office to provide the system and interface requirements that they will need to transition the state's accounting book of record to the FISCal system from Controller's Office legacy systems. We worked with Controller's Office. We had great collaboration. I'm really thankful for Controller's Office, all the way from the staff that we work on a day-to-day basis to the top executives in Controller's Office. They are committed and they provided a project schedule and timeline to the legislature. Our collective target date to transition the book of record functionality to the FISCal system is July 1, 2026. We have actually started working on some of those enhancements. We started working on 12 out of 91 of those enhancements. 3 years is an achievable target to migrate the book of record functionality to the FISCal system. This would be tremendous benefit to our customer departments. They do not have to do reconciliation between SCO systems and FISCal system. There would be a single system of record for the state from an accounting point of view. We are very confident it will drive efficiencies in the month-end close and year-end close processes for the state departments. I'm looking forward to, I know several executives from the State Controller's Office are very excited and are committed day in and day out to get this done. And we are as committed and we are working. And I'm really thankful for the collaboration. I'm looking forward to getting this done.
And customer service and training are always top priorities at FISCal. Tell us how they continue to stay strong.
Yeah, of course, we exist to serve other state departments. So we are essentially a customer service department. We are a central service provider to the rest of the state departments. So customer service is a top priority. To that effect, I'm really impressed with the way our Service Center, FISCal Service Center, and all the back-end teams that support Service Center are focused on customer service. Last year, we received 37,000 plus customer service tickets. We get more than 3,000 tickets from our 14,000 users out there. We are resolving these cases. We are continuing to improve the time we take to resolve these cases. In 2023, about 84% of all these tickets were resolved in 5 days or less, and about 94% of the tickets are resolved in 2 weeks or less, which is pretty good, which actually exceeded our targets, the targets that we set out for the team. And we are continuing to evaluate and see how can we get better, how can we increase that 84% to 90% and 94% to 99%. We are continuing to do this. And our Workforce Development Center is also collaborating with our Service Center and other teams to identify the areas where we get a lot of calls from our customers. They proactively create new trainings and update the existing training to reflect the current system. Last year, they updated over 500 training objects and created over 250 new trainings. We are trying to proactively, before we even release major enhancements, we are trying to create training and do change management activities so all of our enhancements and projects go smoothly and users can adapt to those changes very quickly.
Subbarao, thanks again for being with us. It's always great to see you, and I know we all appreciate the job you're doing and for sharing all the information regarding FISCal. Thanks again.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That's our show for today. I'd like to thank Ted Lambert and Subbarao Muppuaraju for being with us. And as always, I'd also like to thank you for watching. If you would like to see this or any of our FISCalTv episodes, you can find them on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to let your colleagues know about us. And from everyone here at FISCalTv, thanks for joining us. We will see you in February on our next episode of FISCalTv.